Hey guys, Sundara here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you enjoy this video, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of my other videos. Today we're back with another build video. It's another all one color tiny home, so let's get into it. So first things first, we gotta get our color. So let's spin the wheel. These are the colors that I have not yet used, although I have used black and I have used pink before, but not for this. So it was for a different build. So we have black, and black was actually the one that I had built and then realized I forgot to record the last time that we did one of these. So we're doing another black tiny home. So I actually went into this house having an idea for it because I wanted it to be a tier 1, but I also still wanted it to have two bedrooms, like two separate bedrooms. So I kind of made like a outdoor kitchen room. You'll see it, but it's all black. It ends up being 33,255 simoleons. It is two bedrooms and one bath. I built it on the Comfy Cubby lot in Newcrest, and it does end up being a tier 1 tiny home. So right now we are doing the shell, and it's just kind of fun to do these different tiny homes and to try and figure out all these different configurations and figuring out how everything is going to fit in and everything. So right now I'm just trying to come up with the flooring for the middle part right here. And this is actually going to end up being the kitchen and dining room. There is really no living room in this house or for this house. There's also like no TV, but I'll explain why I didn't put a TV later. Right now I'm putting in this flooring, like this stone tile almost, and that is from the Country Kitchen Kit. And then we're just going to roof this. And I'm just going to put one big roof over this part and then lower it down and then just put a smaller roof over here, lower it, and then bring out the eaves. And I moved the bathroom later on and I forget to move the roof. I do go back and move the roof off camera, so it is fixed. And this will be available for download on my gallery. My ID is Thundera Shadow. So right now I'm just looking at doors. And I grabbed this door from Seasons to put into the 3 rooms, the 2 bedrooms, and the bathroom. And then just trying to figure out about different wallpapers and everything. I didn't know how dark I wanted it to go. I mean, black, it could get dark really fast. I love this wood from Eco Lifestyle, but it was a bit much for me, so I decided to go with this stone. And this is actually from the bowling pack. Believe it or not, it's really nice stone, and I don't think I changed it. And then I was thinking about, since I was gonna have my kitchen here, having this like tile. This tile from Growing Together does end up in the bathroom. I don't keep it for the kitchen. I actually leave the kitchen as the stone that was originally there. And then I grabbed this light from Eco Lifestyle, just trying to figure out if it's going to be bright enough at night. And then just looking for other lights. This light in the bathroom I put in from Tiny Living. And this is kind of where I'm realizing the bathroom may need to be moved a bit. Like I said, I do go back later and move the roof over, but that's off camera, so you won't see that. This light, though, from Tiny Living that I'm putting into the bathroom, it was so cute. I loved it. But it had to go because when I was playtesting, the Sims could not get into the bathroom because of that light. So I just ended up putting a saucer light. And then I just put this light from City Living in this bedroom, and that light over there in the main bedroom was from Dream Home Decorator. And then I'm going to move this house forward because I still wanted it to have some sort of a backyard. I don't know why, because I had a interesting time with trying to do the backyard. And then these I don't know really what they're called. They're like just like wooden slats or something from Eco Lifestyle. I put these up almost to have a wall where I couldn't, because if I had put a wall across this front, I mean, I could have put it just where I'm putting these and it technically would not have been a room still, but it would have looked a little weird. And so I put these up to try and make a room, and then I grabbed these like trellises. I think these are the ones that the These are from high school years. I believe that these are the ones that your teens can use to sneak out of the house or whatever, but I put these, and I don't think that these actually go down when the walls are down, and it might just be because they're not actually on a wall, but yeah, I just wanted to give some sort of a privacy from the road for the inner, like, kitchen area. So I didn't want, I mean, I know it's The Sims, they're not really going to react like that, but I just didn't want it. It just didn't seem right to me. I did put that tiger wallpaper from the Decor to the Max kit on two of the walls in the main bedroom. And then I'm just going to end up painting the other two walls this black from base game. And then over here in this bedroom, and this I kind of went more of like a teen bedroom. I put this tree wallpaper on majority of the walls, and that is from Parenthood, I believe. And then on the other walls, I just put this. Believe that's from base game, and it's just like the white to black ombre, and I love that wallpaper so much. And then just going to go and look about windows. And Windows was a little bit difficult because I was trying to figure out, okay, well, what would look good, but also bring in a bit of other color and stuff. So at first I was going with these windows, these arched ones from Discovery University. But then when I found the other window, I didn't really like how they paired well together. So I ended up using, let's see, this window from Get Famous. And I really liked how this one looked. So, and then paired with the ones on the front, it just didn't work for me. So I went back and I looked again to see what other window I could get because I really wanted a couple of small ones at the front. And I was thinking about these from Vampires, but again, just didn't work. I was loving the arched windows, but yeah. So I ended up going with these from the base game. They're not the most perfect match, but I think that they look pretty good. So, and then just going to go and grab some carpet for the two bedrooms. And then just trying to figure out what else I need. I needed some tile for the bathroom. So I ended up going with the tile from Get Together. This one right here, the like chevron tile. And then it was all about like furnishing, and this is where I decided I didn't really like the tile idea on this inside. I don't know. I just thought that that was a little weird at that point. I mean, this whole build is kind of a little weird to have a kitchen like this, but I thought it looked pretty good. And then I'm using these base game counters. They're like the industrial ones for the kitchen. And then just going to go and grab a refrigerator. And I grabbed this one from base game. And then just going to go and grab a stove. I grabbed the one from Parenthood. And then I was able to put in a thermostat, but there is no fire alarm. That's the words I was looking for. There is no fire alarm, so be very careful. But I do put in these base game upper cabinets. I couldn't put one on that end just because the window was there and I really wanted to keep the window there. So I went with this hanging plant. The only problem is this hanging plant I had to remove because the Sims could not cook because they can't use the like small end counter for cooking. They have to have that counter. So yeah, I had to remove the hanging plant, and then I'm about to put clutter over there on that counter as well. I have to remove that as well. And I didn't remove that. The like dish rack and the mug that was on that counter, I actually just moved to the short counter. That way your Sims could still cook. And I did put up a vent hood. Yeah, this mug right here. I had to move those to the shorter counter and, like I said, get rid of the hanging plant, or else your Sims are not eating unless it's like quick meals, and that would just not be good. I put in this black base game toilet, and then this sink from Cottage Living, and then this mirror from Get Together, I believe. And then we did have some toilet paper. This is from the bathroom clutter kit. And then also the toothbrush holder from the bathroom clutter kit, and then just some hand soap, and then going to go and grab a hand towel that is from Get Together. And then I use the shower from Snowy Escape. And then really just trying to figure out what the rest of this inside like open space was going to be. I couldn't think if I wanted a dining room or a um, living room, but I kind of ruled out a living room because it just wasn't enough space, in my opinion, for a living room. So I went with this dining table and these chairs, and then just looking for some sort of a plant or something to put on it. I really wanted to add in a bit of color here, so I end up going with this one from the Horse Ranch pack. I love that the vase is black, but the flowers are white, so that brings in a little bit of a pop of color. Just trying to align it where I want it on the table. And I put in 3 chairs because technically you can have 2 Sims in the main room, and then you have another bed in the what I'm going to call the teen room. So, yeah. Then just looking for some sort of artwork, I go with this collage from the Decor to the Max kit over here on the wall. And then I wanted a rug, and I ended up finding one for like the entrance, so to speak. This one from high school years. I thought it was gorgeous to put right here. And then really it was just kind of that was when I kind of remembered, oh, I need a trash can both inside and out. So I grabbed that base game one and then this one from Get Together. And then usually I grab the mailbox at the same time, but I did not. However, I do remember a mailbox. I'm just grabbing a plant for over here in this corner. I go with this one from Island Living. And then really just trying to make sure this inner area is finished. I wanted a rug. I just didn't really know how big of a rug or anything. I ended up going with this one from Parenthood, and I place it to where it's mostly underneath the dining table, but it still does go into the kitchen as well. So I thought that looked really good, and it brought in a bit more white. And then I just needed a curtain for the kitchen window over here, and I end up going with this small Parenthood one. And then moving on to the teen bedroom, just looking at my options, trying to figure out a good bed here. I knew I didn't have the space for a double bed, but I was hoping for a few more options for a bed, but I went with this one from Parenthood. I really love the fact that it has storage underneath, which you kind of need in a tiny home. And then I just put up curtains from Seasons on all 3 windows. And then I got this nightstand from Eco Lifestyle. And I moved on to getting a dresser. And I grabbed this one right here. And then just going to go and grab some clutter for it. I definitely wanted a bookcase, so I grabbed this one from Cottage Living. And then just looking to see what else I could put. I was definitely looking for items that could bring in a little bit more color than just the black. Just because once you put something black on top of like the black dresser, it kind of blended in a little bit much. So I put out this little bonsai plant, and then I found the umbrella stand, so I decided that would be cute towards the entrance of the house. And then I wanted one of these like figurines from Discovery University, and I put it on top of the dresser, and it was just a matter of raising it up and like fidgeting with it. And then over here in this other corner, I really wanted a desk with a computer. So I grabbed this desk from Dream Home Decorator, and then I just go and grab a base game chair. And then I got the computer from the Pastel Pop kit. And then just going to go and clutter up the desk. I grabbed some magazines from the Moschino pack. Grabbed these books for the nightstand. I definitely think that this teen is into writing and books, and I grabbed this crafting clutter as well. I don't know. I kind of figured that this teen might be more like into fashion and writing about it and making fashion maybe. So I grabbed this tiny living lamp for the nightstand table, and then looking for some artwork. I didn't really know if there was really any place for me to put artwork, but I definitely wanted something. So I grabbed this picture from Dream Home Decorator of the trees. And then I got to looking and I was worried that the dresser and the desk chair was too close together and Sims wouldn't be able to get into the room. It's actually fine. They can get into the room, but I do spend a little bit of time like moving it around and playing with it just to try and keep it from clipping with the curtain, but to push it back as much as possible as well. And then moving on to this main room. I knew that this room was very dark already, so I grabbed this bed that is mostly like gray and white from Snowy Escape, but it's still considered black. These nightstands are from Dream Home Decorator, and I did turn them to the side. And then just looking, I kind of wanted to put a mirror in the teens' room, but I couldn't figure out where to put it. I was thinking about putting it in this room, but again, I don't know. I didn't really know the layout just yet. I put out this black journal over here, but you really can't see it, so I did put out the paranormal plant, and this is kind of where my idea for these Sims started to come into play because of the fact that the paranormal stuff just kind of kept playing in my mind, and I don't know, for some reason I got the vibes that this tiny house would be like the favorite house or something of Wednesday Addams. I don't know why that kept popping in my head. I guess because it's just all black. I did use the paranormal curtains uh, on the windows behind the bed, and then the season curtains over here. This is an eco lifestyle dresser. And then, like I said, I don't know. I just kept getting Wednesday Adam vibes. So I kind of kept thinking, okay, well, paranormal came with the seance table. So that's what my thought was when I was starting to clutter up this room. I put these like city knickknack out. I put out some tissues and a plant and everything. And then just kind of looking to see what I could put on this wall. I didn't really like any of my options as far as the black paintings go. I don't know. They just weren't screaming what I was really hoping for at this point. I was gonna go with these from Cats and Dogs, but I decided to go and look at the wall hanging in the wall decoration category as well. And I ended up finding this from Dream Home Decorator. This right here. And I put it on the wall twice. And it kind of made like a cool sculptural piece almost. And I was thinking about putting some hanging plants too, but I don't know. It just really wasn't working. So I ended up grabbing this plant right here from, I believe, Growing Together. And I put it over in the corner and I just moved the dresser over a bit just so it fit. And I didn't put any rugs in the two bedrooms just because of the fact that they do have carpet. So I didn't feel like it needed it. And then I started thinking about landscaping, and that's when I realized we really don't have many black options. So I put up these like hanging, I hate to call them flower boxes because they're really not, but I put those on the windows, and then I went to look in the plant category because we usually do have a good bit there, and I found these, and these were just perfect to sort of just line the front of the house with a little bit. So I did use the two different colors and everything, but they are still considered black because they have a black planter box. And just trying to get them to fit together a little bit over there. And then just really trying to figure out what else. This was where I was like, okay, I need a mailbox. And I knew that I needed a black one, so I had to put that back on. And I grabbed this one from Get Together. I really thought that that one probably fit the best. And then I'm starting to look for the seance table. I know I probably passed it, but I just could not find it. I ended up going and just searching for it by typing in seance, or as close to seance as I had to type in. So that's what I'm doing right now, is looking for that. And then, like I said, I ended up having to type in. I was so glad there was a black swatch, so I grabbed it. And then it was just a matter of figuring out what else to put out here and how to make it all work, really. So that's what I'm doing right now, is just trying to figure it all out. And I knew I needed some chairs for the seance table, but I also wanted it to sort of be a little bit under shade, because your sim could be sitting there for a while talking to the departed and everything. So I found these from Get Together, so I put it up there. And this actually gets moved around because I had the idea to bring in a little bit more greenery by having some of like the taller plants that you can get out of the plant category. So I put those chairs with the table and I put it there for now. And then I know I could have just gone to the fencing section and gotten a fence, but I really wanted some more green to go with the house, like just something to show some plants. So these actually come from I want to say it's the Perfect Patio Pack. And I used these larger ones just as sort of a homemade-ish fence. I kind of made my own fence here. And this actually takes a lot of pieces and a pretty long time. So I actually cut out a good bit of that footage. Just, I show you me getting started and everything. But yeah, it took a little bit to get this where I wanted it and to get it like lined up and everything. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's just trying to line it all up, and it's a lot of fidgeting with it. It's just a lot of placing it and trying to pull it back and everything. So that's what I'm doing now. And like I said, I love this idea because of the fact that it just brought in more of the plants and stuff. So yeah. So I'm just going to go around like so. And like I said, I cut out a good bit of it. So this is what it looks like at this point. And then I kind of knew that I needed some way to get in. And I had saw some like arches and stuff. And I thought this one fit this house perfectly. So I just moved it into place here. And then it's just about figuring out how and where I want everything to go. So I decided to move the seance table to over in this corner. And then just trying to figure out what else I want to be in this backyard. So just looking through everything, I definitely think that Wednesday Adams would be very happy with this house if she ever saw it. I don't know that there would actually be 2 bedrooms, but yeah. So I do grab this like bunch of cut wood over here, and that is from Get Together, and that made me want a fire pit. I did think about putting in the retired wishing well. I decided against that. I did put out this like sculptural piece from the Perfect Patio Pack. I love that. It just brought in a little bit more color, and it definitely had the right vibes as far as the seance table and the paranormal. And now I'm just trying to find like a fire pit. I know I passed it like several times, but I went with this one from the Little Campers kit. And then just trying to find some chairs. It's not really chairs. I just went with like little ottomans to sit around it. I went with these from Island Living. And I just placed those around. And then I definitely think that if you're communing with the departed and you're doing all of that, that you're definitely into like relaxation and stress-free stuff. So I put out a yoga mat and a meditation stool as well. Just trying to keep it like calm and peaceful and zen and everything. I don't know if talking to the dead is stressful or not, but I imagine it might be. So, yeah. So then I wanted a path leading up to the door. And I know that the mailbox is in the middle of where I actually end up putting the path, but I was okay with that. I kind of liked the idea that maybe they paved it and then they put the mailbox there. And then I grabbed these. I believe these are from these are from Eco Lifestyle, and I just kind of lined the path leading up to the door with them, just to bring in a little bit more of plants and stuff. So just going to do that. And like I said, it's just about lining them up to make them look good. And then I really wanted to put out this like little plant from the Nifty Knitting pack. It was just a matter of trying to figure out where I wanted to put it, and I honestly cannot remember if I actually put it in the teen's bedroom or not. I want to say I might have, but I'm not really certain, so. And then it was just a matter of terrain paint. Just putting it around the house and the flowers and everything. And like I said, it really just kind of came together. It took a little bit because I like colors. I don't really like building in black and white. I just don't. I don't know why. But yeah. I really like how this house came out though. I thought that it came out really, really well. And this is one of my favorite tiny homes that I have built, I think. And yes, the fence is still a little jagged in places. I do go back and fix that off camera. So right now I'm just, like I said, putting terrain paint underneath everything. And I actually do go back and put the terrain paint under like the yoga mat and stuff because somehow I forgot that or it deleted it. I'm not certain. But I do go back and do that. It's off camera as well. I didn't realize it until I was playtesting. So, yeah, I'm just going to put the terrain paint underneath the fire pit and everything. And I did not put a path leading from the front yard to the like side entrance of the backyard. I just didn't really think that the people who lived here would really want to advertise it to people. So yeah, that's the build. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my other videos. I will see you guys next time. Bye everyone!